Sunny days, sunny days, here again. Sunny days, here again. Sunny days, here again. Sunny days, here again. I wear glasses 'cause I'm so cool. I can predict the charts. Sunny days, here again. Sunny days, here again. Sunny days, here again. Sunny days. Join Tom's Only for $9.99 a month.
Well, it's happened, folks. Bitcoin decided it was going to go south of 50,000. There's not much we can do at this point except hope to God we get caught at 47,000. Technical analysis. Bitcoin tops at 52,000. What could trigger a sharp move to 47K? Bitcoin failed to clear the 52,000 resistance zone against the US dollar. Bitcoin has started a major decline and traded below the 50,000 support. Bitcoin made 2 attempts to clear the 51,800 to 52,000 resistance zone, but failed. Remember, we had to close above 51,009 something or 51,008 whatever, and the daily close. The price is trading below 50,000 in the 100 hourly simple moving average. There was a break below a key bullish trend line with support near 51,200 on the hourly chart of the Bitcoin USD pair. The pair is declining and could even dive below the 49,500 support zone in the nearest term. Bitcoin price forms bearish pattern. Bitcoin price made another attempt to clear the 51,800 resistance zone. Bitcoin spiked towards the 52,000 zone where the bears took a stand. It seems like there is a double top pattern forming near 52,000. A high was formed near 52,111. And the price started a fresh decline. There was a break below the 51,200. Hold on one sec. This is a little bit louder than I thought it was going to be. Good enough. Okay. So 51,200, 50,500. There was also a break below a key bullish trend line with support near 51,200 on the hourly chart of the Bitcoin USD pair. The pair traded below the 50% fib retracement level of the upward move from the 477 swing low to 52,111 high. Bitcoin is now trading below 50,000 in the 100 hourly simple moving average. It is also trading below the 76.4% fib retracement level of the upward move from the 49,477 swing low to 52,111 high. An immediate support is near the 49,500 zone. The first major support is near 49,000. So, we'll go back to this in a sec. First problem with that is, where's Bitcoin at? So, guys, we're going to finish reading that, but look at this and pay attention. Left shoulder. You can't hide what you're seeing. Which means that we could get a spike back to 50K. If we're going to bounce on not even, we probably won't even because the symmetry isn't there. So we're going to have to come down here and then probably bounce up. Fuck. Okay, so this could get bad and quick. So, let's get back. So, we just seen the support near 49,000, and if we break that, we continue on. So So a downward break below the 49,000 level could push the price towards the 48,800 support. Any more losses may possibly push the price towards the 47,500 support zone. Don't worry, guys. We're going to go into the technical analysis of Bitcoin right after we finish reading this. If Bitcoin manages to stay above the 49,500 support level, it could start a decent increase. Oh, and by the way, I'm XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XLM and Future Digibyte OG. Some call me Tom. Some call me T-Speaker222. You can just call me friend. An immediate resistance on the upside is near the 50,000 level. The next key resistance could be 50,800 in the 100 hourly simple moving average. A clear move above 50,800 resistance zone could start a fresh increase, but as we know, since this was reported, we're now down to 49,000. So We're going to have to pass 51,800 by at some point to break out of this. The next major stop for the bullish may possibly be near the 51,800 level. So we'll get into the technical indicators. I just want to change this real quick. So now that we're into the technical indicators, hourly MACD, the MACD is slowly gaining pace in the bearish zone. Hourly RSI, Relative Strength Index, the RSI for Bitcoin is well below the 50 level. Major support levels 49,500, and we're trending down towards the 47,500, if I may say so myself. The major resistance levels appear to be 50,000, 50,800, and 51,800, but the psychological level is 50,000, and now that that's been broken and maintained for several hours, the mindset is not good in the communities, because that psychological number of 50,000 for Bitcoin is the same as $1 for XRP. You see what happens, XRP comes below $1 and it had no problem cutting off 12%. Zero. So, there's my love XRP at 88 cents. So, Bitcoin, that's what I'm thinking, guys. I mean, that's clear as day on the 2 hour that we're in right now. It don't matter what time frame we're on, though, because this is a M-topping reversal. And it exposed itself right before the daily close today, especially after. But look at that. You can't make up what's right in the fucking front of you. I don't care what all the FUD stations are saying. I can't make up what's in front of me. So, make sure to hit that like button. Turn that bell notification on. Man, am I feeling good tonight. You know why? Because the charts have been spot on. The audience has been spot on. There's a few of you in the audience that I've grown to come and love. Tang, Kenny. Well, I mean, as far as technicals and stuff, a lot of you guys actually are starting to pop in my head now. But just a lot of you guys that are, John in my Telegram all the time, talking. Chris. There's a few of you guys that are really within the charts. Darren. I like talking to Stacy personally on Telegram. One-on-one, we talk a lot. You know, IQ I talk to a lot. AK. There's just so many of you guys. Ahmed. Sniper, don't worry, Sniper, I haven't forgot about you. Your update's coming at the back end of this. Oh, this is going to be a spicy meatball, this update. Jan. Let's see, who else is going through my head right now? Well, there's too many to even say. Let's see. CryptoFX, I seen he was posting on Twitter. But let's see, let's get back into this real quick. I could talk names forever. Alan. Could that be something we're doing? I don't think so. I think since we formed this neckline, I think as long as we finish the neckline, wouldn't it be concurrent to be like that? So now we start to draw this in. And now we'd have to probably come up here, right? And try to create some kind of thing to come back down. So, I mean, if we look at it like that, I mean, it kind of makes it more logical. Shit. So it's like, so what are we dealing with here? You know, so if we fill this in, you do come down, and that could be the end of this, the part of the head. Then we're going to have to be confluent and come around, right? I think we would, because you usually have pretty equal on both sides. You guys get what I'm saying here, so. I mean, that's for Bitcoin, and I know we've run almost 10 minutes talking about Bitcoin, but let's face it, guys, the whole market runs on Bitcoin. Until the rest of the market decouples from Bitcoin, we're going to have to do this over and over and over. I love XRP, but XRP is nowhere near where it needs to be for me to be like, all right, Bitcoin doesn't matter. Right now, it's, all right, Bitcoin, what are you doing? Because XRP's got right on your balls. So, man, I don't even know where I want to put that. I know we've got them all set up, but we've got to have some kind of short-term. I know we already have all the key levels here, though. The only thing else we can put up here is 47,800. And the reason I'm struggling with this is because I don't want to put a mid-stop point if I think it's just going to do this. Why am I going to waste my time? I don't want to waste my time with false hope that it could bounce somewhere and there could be a swing trade. So if I think it's going to come down to 41,994, well, obviously. But I think for everybody watching right now, if you're still up, because you should all be thinking the same thing. There is a stop point right here. That must be the one I took out. So, but there's not much in here between here and 41,994. We've got 47,121, which is key. 48,879, which seems to be holding right now. We do have a 47,800. That's what I'm missing as well. Right about here. Sorry, guys. I just want to make sure we hit all these spots because I think we can see what's going on here. We got an M-topping reversal here. We popped out of here, and I think we're going to break right back down into the downtrend, and it's going to lead us right back to our spot. And I think this M-topping reversal, if it plays out, that would give us the structure that we would need to blow past here and ultimately end up back there. I really believe that. But as they say, if this were to come down here and bounce off and then it broke out of here, well, then we could have something. But we've got to go with what's in front of us right now. And right now, it's not looking good. So that's Bitcoin, XRP. You can see what XRP's done. It's kind of like Bitcoin, except it expanded itself out on this right side. So it's what I was saying. I thought we had an overextended right shoulder, and that's what it looks like is forming right now. So XRP, unfortunately, had some very, very bad closes, and we're just going to have to pay the consequences for it. Now I want to put on some, let's see. We'll put out some other second choice. Mr. Anthony Carter, make sure you have the local written consent if you're using some music. I have the express written consent of Mother Second Choice. You should too, and I thank Mr. Anthony Carter and every member of Mother Second Choice for allowing me to continue to play your music. If you guys want to check out their music, check out my description. Click on Mother Second Choice and get their YouTube out of Australia. So we've got 95.7 is the resistance. Way up top, but we broke through 2 levels here. Well, not really 2 levels, but this 92, I don't even know why that's on there. But 91.8, we fell through. We had a close that was just above there, but we did fall out of many time frames, and it allowed this jump this dive. We closed under the 95.7. We closed under this 92. Oh, that's what that was. That was a 30-minute time frame. So 92.2, whatever it was, we closed under here. So that was an important close. I'm just going to put it there because right now, until we get back up there, it's not relevant. So 92.5, though, was the important close under the 30-minute time frame. That just kind of cemented the deal in the daily time frame. We closed the day under that. That was like, oh my God, we have to close there. We really wanted to close at 95.7 or above to close the daily time frame over. But what we did was we held the 4-hour time frame. But this sold us the roadmap. Even though we held the 4-hour time frame, we had some bearish divergence in there. So we knew it could not, it could end up being not so hot. So it told me that we were about to crash. So what I put, and I'm not saying I like a huge crash, but right there I said flash drop. And it's one of those things where would you rather, if somebody's on the fence about taking profits or not. So I simply labeled, and we're at about 91, 92 cents, 4.5% higher roughly. And we'll see how it plays out, but I like to do things like this, so just pay attention to what I'm putting out there. And I just said, does XRP daily close hint at a flash drop? Bitcoin breaking news below 50K, and then I said urgent technical analysis. This was well received, 1,600 views already in 3 hours. That's well above the norm for that time period. If you look at some of the other ones I did, 14 hours ago, 1,700 views, and 8 hours ago, 1,400. There's a couple for the members only, 41 and 34 views. So if you want to check out the members only videos, you're more than welcome, but you got to be part of Tom's Army, $9.99 a month. So yeah, so that's what's going on that end. But I did try to warn everybody, so make sure you're checking out my content when it comes out. I noticed my views go way up when the market dumps. So when most people lose their viewers, I gain viewers. And when the market's stable, I just have my normal viewers. And then some people probably bail when the market's not doing good. But like Julie told me, she said, you know, it is a good thing. People feel secure coming to you when the market's tanking. And I said, yeah, but why don't they come to, why don't they come in droves like this when the market's doing good? And it's kind of like, well, anybody can tell you what you want to hear. But when shit's hitting the fan, you got to go to somebody you trust, and they'll go to you. And putting it in that perspective, that does make me feel good, because I've noticed I become the most trusted technical analysis when the board is all red. Anybody can look like a genius when it's green. Show me the guy who's always there when it's red. That's this guy right here. Tom's Army is where you need to be. So, with XRP, that's what we're looking at. I would say if we can't get back over 88 cents and hold it, I know we're over it right now in the short term, but if we can't hold it, we're coming down to 83 cents, but I don't know if 83 cents is going to hold it. My gut's telling me it might not. If this is a right shoulder, 83 cents could be a buy point for a bounce back to about $1.03. Like, we could have something like this form, but I'm not convinced. We could do something like this, right? We could go up to $1.06 off of an 83 bounce. So I'm just throwing this out here because these are scenarios that can play out. So 83 cents. Ooh, that's a 27% rise. That's juicy. But the only thing is if you're playing the inverted head and shoulders here, you usually have equal. Things are usually equal. For one, you've already got an anomaly where you never had this touchdown. But you've also, right now, it's there. And then there. So, is it going to drop down? And then pull back up? You could technically, it would have to be a flash drop, though. But this is the spot where it could happen. That's actually very interesting now that I'm looking at it, because the opposite side, if you turn this inside out, this has to come down. If it wants to be the same pattern. Obviously, it could come down here, ride this for a minute, and then... But if you're looking at the... Right? It could do something like that. It's probably improbable. But couldn't it technically do something like that? And then break up if it wanted to? I mean... If it was going to go to the $1.06, I mean, not like to the moon. Huh. That's very interesting, because we did have a quick dump off there and it just kind of was within rhythm. And then it just pulled back up quick. I could certainly see something like that transpiring again. And we're kind of getting to that part of the pattern where we might be able to do something like that. It's going to be an interesting night here. Man, would that be fun to have. Woo, baby. But, well, Tom, why are you in a good mood? It's right. I'm in a good mood. I lost like $60 today, too, getting in and out of Doge. And I had it perfectly. I even got in and out higher than I bought. But with the in and out fees. But I'm happy because I stuck to my plan. $18.99. Right when it hit that number, I was done. I'd already had, it's at $18.04 now. Or, yeah, $18.04. And you guys got to join Tom's Army to get that exclusive content, because I can't tell everybody in the general public because I don't know who everybody is. But when you're coming to my Telegram, and I know you for a long time period, I'm able to share those intimate details with you about my positions. Hold on, I had to grab a water out of the fridge. We're going to finish this, but study that cup and handle because we fulfilled it beautiful. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, let's get into some North Oakley. Okay. So, with XLM, actually, you know what? I just did XLM earlier. Nothing's changed. XDC is the one I wanted to cover. I didn't mean to say XLM, but this is clearly forming a bull flag here. I mean, if this breaks up, which there's at least a 75 to 80% chance this should break up. The only problem is here, and this is what I will caution everybody, we're south of the 4-hour time frame, but as I said before, sometimes they like to manipulate you right before the big push. But if this breaks up, it's not just going there. I would almost be willing to bet if this breaks up, you're going to get something like that. And this pattern will look almost identical to that. I'm going to leave this up here just in case it breaks up. But if it doesn't break up, well, do you guys want to see what it looks like? And it's also going to be very beneficial if you're paying attention. If this breaks down, right? And then you're probably going to break up after anyhow. You're probably going to end up in the same spot anyhow. But you're going to get a very juicy 5-9 buy-in if this breaks down. If it breaks up, you're probably going to be very happy. At worst, you're going up to 9-7. But if you had an overextended breakout, right? You're looking at that double top right in the eyes. Might as well trim the hair off, right? So that's what you'd be looking at. And this would end up playing out nothing more than rounding the top. Or, I mean, rounding the bottom as we played out. Now, what could end up happening here, though, is like you've got this downturn and then this could end up waving. And it could end up back into this range. Or sometimes, like I tell you, get that premature dump and then it rises up. But I'm almost willing to bet that if this breaks up off the bull flag, you're coming up there. And you're going to retest that double top. But that, with the market conditions, I would say where it looks like it wants to, it's acting like it. Sometimes it doesn't play out, but I would say the odds would be in your favor. But first, you've got to get over that 809. It would be so risky with XDC to not be over 809 because this right now could dump off at any moment. If there's a dump by Bitcoin, ooh, boy. But right now, some of these are at real nice support levels, like XRP at 88. It would be a logical bounce spot if it could hold this formation. But, like I said, I'd be more comfortable not buying in this range. So, I want to thank you guys. Make sure to hit that like button. And it's been an honor and a privilege to bring you this ridiculously long update.